Tiger here, what's up? Okay, so you're an OptimizePress user, right? Or maybe you're not. Maybe you're a web coder. Maybe you know HTML, maybe you know CSS, maybe you're a graphic designer and you use Photoshop religiously and you're like a Photoshop beast, okay? Or maybe you're any combination of this, right? Doesn't really matter. What I'm going to tell you is that if you ever do use OptimizePress, or if you use it currently, you might notice that when you look at other page templates, let's say at the OptimizePress marketplace, or let's say you've been to other OptimizePress sites or pages, or you've seen other really good, if you have seen other OptimizePress pages designed by other web designers, you might notice a few things. You might notice that there's certain things on their pages that you're like, wow, I can't do that inside the OptimizePress live page editor. I can't do that. You know? Let's say you're not an OptimizePress user, but you've heard a lot about OptimizePress, but you have all these other skills, right? Well, then OptimizePress is for you because you might think, well, you know, why do I need to learn OptimizePress when I can already code with CSS and HTML? And I know Photoshop too, maybe. You know, I can do all kinds of things. Well, OptimizePress will only help you because it actually allows you to take all those skills and lock those skills, literally nest those skills into an environment that has all the additional functionality that you need to help you speed up your workflow and sell products online. Okay, all those skills are great for design work, but they don't integrate payment processing. They don't help you set up membership access and subscription payments and integrate your email autoresponder service for building your email list. This is why you buy OptimizePress, okay? But what I'm trying to say here is whether you have other skills, other software skills and coding skills, and you know how to use other applications like Photoshop, or whether you are an OptimizePress user already, maybe a little frustrated, what I'm telling you right now is the key to taking your skills to the next level as an OptimizePress user, or maximizing your other skills, is to really learn it all. Because if you are pretty good with OptimizePress and you learn Photoshop and CSS, and let's say HTML too, because it's kind of necessary, you kind of need to learn that before as a foundation. If you can learn all of those, so there's so many cool, if you can learn all that stuff, there's so much additional stuff that you can do with OptimizePress. Okay, you can start messing around with creating tinted backgrounds or tinting your images. Okay, whether you do this with CSS or Photoshop, obviously you can do this kind of stuff. You can create any kind of graphic or image in Photoshop and just upload it into an image box in OptimizePress or as a background image. And this gives you so much creative potential with your pages, okay? Because otherwise you got to get them from the internet, and there's only so many free licensed images that you can use. Otherwise, you know, buy stock images. And if you want like real, authentic, original shit, you got to make it yourself, right? So that's where Photoshop comes in. But CSS allows you to do a lot of things on the page. And I don't know CSS currently, but there's so many things that you can do with CSS to add additional stylings like tinting, feature boxes. So you have a background and then you put a box on your background, and instead of having it be a standard color and then putting text on top of that box, maybe you want a tinted box. That's a huge thing. And I actually buy optimized page templates from the OptimizePress marketplace to get little code snippets like that from other designers, and I just copy and paste the rows. So, and that's for another video. I'll show you how to do that in another video. Check out my YouTube channel, or OptimizePress playlist for that video. Haven't created it yet, but I will. But that's one way to get CSS codes, snippets. But ideally, you would learn CSS on your own, so you can actually, go on top of your OptimizePress pages and do all kinds of cool additional stuff, like just overlapping elements on different rows, changing your margins in different ways. It's kind of hard to explain, but if you use OptimizePress, or if you're already a coder, you know what I mean. You pretty much don't have any limitations if you know with web design, if you know CSS. Maybe with the editor in OptimizePress, there's still some limitations, but trust me, there's a lot of really cool things that you can do on top of the live page editor if you know CSS and if you know Photoshop. So if you ever wonder, if you're an OptimizePress user and you ever wonder how to get some of these cool things, how to do some of the cool things that you see other people doing, it's because they do custom work inside Photoshop and they upload that. It's because they know CSS and they know how to tweak parameters or tweak things on your page that are beyond the capabilities of the live page editor. So if you're dead serious about taking your game to another level, learn those two skills, and HTML too. So 3. You got your work cut out for you. Have fun. Me too, really, actually. Peace out, Tiger.